Hello, busy bees. Be busy in art crafts. This is Vicky, Retro Queen Bee Art. Because I think my channel, yes, is Retro Queen Bee Art. And I keep forgetting to put the art on there. I hope everyone is doing well and will sit a few minutes with me to enjoy a video and maybe get out your supplies so you can follow me. This is a video on how to make ephemera from your stencils and using a texture paste. I use the opaque matte by Ranger. All of us have stencils. I should say all of us crafters have stencils laying around, and sometimes they sit in a box and don't get used. And that's what was happening to mine. And so I thought, I want to use my stencils. I bought all of them either from artists, Amazon, thrift shops, eBay, Etsy, or made my own. This is not a video to go out and buy stencils. It is about you gathering all your stencils and a paste that you can use and just play and make ephemera on top of old paper. This paper here has not been painted on. It's just naturally old. If you're a newbie and you do not have any stencils to work with, I would suggest to go to Amazon and buy the China brand, and it's very cost effective for beginners. I think that would be a good thing. Or see if they have a lot that you can buy on eBay, on auction, because sometimes you get good stuff that way. Or you can make your own stencils. There's plenty of videos on how to do that. I did try the modeling paste from Art Basics, and it was too thick for me and didn't spread as easy. And so I preferred the modeling paste from Ranger. But if that's all you have is modeling paste from Art Basics, by all means use it. Here I'm putting angel wings onto painted music paper. And I have to clean them off because I want a revert to use that side that I put all the paste on to make a reverse angel. I know that this is on white, and I am going to just leave it because white angel wings are pretty good. Maybe, I want to paint them gold when I use them. Not sure what art project I'll use these with, but I just like angel wings too. Now I used painted paper using Tempera. I think they're called Tempera. They're from the craft store Michael's, and they're in the cheap section, and they're really inexpensive. And I have like green, yellow, red, bronze, copper, white, and I use that to paint my papers. Now that angel came out okay. It has a little problem there on the bottom of the wing, and so I took my screwer stick That's a stick, you know, you put food on to cook. And I use the pointiness to kind of clean and push down with my fingers. It's not going to be exactly like its partner wing, but pretty close. This process is not perfect. You will have some modeling paste that you might have to remove or clean up a certain area. But I noticed that the more that I practiced with the stencil and the modeling paste, my ability got better. And that's also why I'm doing this, is because I want to make great ephemera from modeling paste and stencils. This stencil here that I'm using I just got it, but I got it very cheap from China. It has several others, Amazon. I'm going to do a video about that, the stencils. I'm going to follow another crafter on YouTube, so that'll come up. That would make a nice belly band. Oh, see, and I also have orange in that cheaper paint, so I can paint orange as well. I like the color orange sometimes in my work. I love colors. It's hard for me to go neutral. I try, but then I just want to add colors. So these little flower stencils, they come in a bundle on Amazon, very cheap. They're very pretty when the paste is used on them. So the pencils that I used, let's see, I used watercolor, but I didn't like that as well. But I did do a few pieces with watercolor. And I used Crayola fine tip markers. They're really good. And then the Posca actually colors the white modeling paste better than any of the other products that I use. But you can still use them, and I thought they were okay. Came out nice. Jelly Roll, it's a shimmering pen, and at Michael's you can buy Jelly Roll pens separate, not the Posca markers, but you know, you could probably I didn't use mine, but what pen is that? That Sharpies. That's the word I'm looking for, Sharpies. Probably would work too on adding color to your molding paste, to the top of your molding paste. So I hope you get your supplies and you come and join me and we can make these. I mean, you don't have to color your paper. You can just leave them plain and practice with your stencils and modeling paper until you think that you have mastered the skill, because it does take practice. And as I lifted that stencil, I went, wow, that flower is really pretty. And that's on my Hebrew text paper that I actually got from Israel. was a book that was falling apart, pages missing. And I thought, wow, those flowers turned out really pretty. I probably won't paint these flowers. I'll probably just leave them the way they are and either make a nice card or pocket. Maybe some splatters of gold would look good too. I think so. If you splatter gold onto the flower, that would be cool. So the flowers are not too high and they do not break off the paper. Actually, after the paste dries, it takes about, I'd say about 12 hours for the paste to dry. And it's pretty strong. I mean, I painted on it, after it's dry, and handled it, and the paste stays on the paper. This paper I got from an older math book, and it has some beautiful words. And I thought, oh, I'm just gonna do one of my stencils that I cut off from a larger stencil. Now, sometimes these stencils, they come in, 3 or 4 or 5 groupings, and I just cut the stencil so I can get just one of the grouping. And if I want to add, 2 of them together, well, I can do that in a painting piece. It doesn't matter really. But then I can use them singly if I cut them out of the stencil. I'm getting excited because my son is coming on Saturday to be with me for Mother's Day. He's going to take me out to eat. So I hope, I hope all the mothers will have a good Mother's Day this Sunday. Sometimes, our kids have to celebrate a day early because he's got commitments on Sunday. But I have a bunch of kind of tasks that my husband and I can't quite do physically outside anymore. And this summer we are doing all our half-acre backyard by ourselves. So it's been something. But I have a few things I want him to do for me, so I'm excited to get those done, and he said he was able to, so it's not a surprise when he comes. I already asked him to. He lives about an hour and a half away from me, and he works, and his wife works, and they have 3 children that they're getting older now. One is, well, actually, my 3 grandsons the 2 of them are in college, and one is graduating from high school this year and plans to go to college too. So I am surprised that my 3 grandsons all want to go to college. That's great. Here I'm removing some molding paste that kind of slipped through the stencil. Tidying up the end. And I get molding paste all over my fingers. That'll happen to you too. I do not like wearing gloves. I know some folks do, but I like to feel the paper and feel the texture paste when I need to. I don't know, it's just something that I need to do. And so that's what I do. Well, I might have let the video run too long in this section. I tried to make these sections where I'm working on clearing off the modeling paste a little shorter. Sometimes it's going to take you longer than what I show because I have cut the video in those areas. And when it's all dry after 12 hours, then I put mine on cardboard. And my cardboard, I make running it through water and pulling it apart. But this way, the paper is so fragile, the old paper, so it gives the paper strength. And so I would suggest after they dry, then glue them all down on cardboard and cut them out like you desire. I did square mine using a cutting machine. So here's, oops, got that one upside down. I gotta turn that right side up. I think that'll be a great belly band. Angel wing, and I don't know really what that thing is, but maybe a acorn. Heart, you can always use hearts. Angel wing, a plant, upside down angel wing. No, it's okay. Kind of hard to see it white on white. And here is a beautiful flower, a smaller angel wing, and I will turn the flower around so you can see you can use it in either direction for your ephemera. Here's one that's done on numbers, and I that's a good belly band too. And here's one on flowers, and I think that's a good belly band too. Here's some more that I've done. I've colored the tree, and I tried to color the tree in this one, but I think I need Posca pins. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to wait. And here is lavender and some more trees. And then I did some vines. The coloring's not so important, and I just colored them to kind of show you. I think these came out really cute coloring. Now they are from the modeling paste with Art Basics. This is an octopus that I had a stencil for, and I had anchors, a stencil, and so I did one of those. And this is just a funky flower. I think I want to put glitter or something on it. And here's a rose, and here is a circle of leaves, and here's another rose, and not lilac, lavender. I'll probably cut those two apart. And then here's a big half a flower, and I just added little dots all between it. Here's a heart. And numbers. And then ballerinas, dancers. This is my cheap China stencil. I really liked it. Thank you. Thumbs up, please.